What do you think is India's greatest strength?
I think the greatest strength is the fact of where we are on our economic cycle. So one can take that statement negatively or can take it, are we underdeveloped or are we developing country kind of thing. But I think that what we have to offer to the world right now is the fact that we are at a stage of development. We've reached critical mass. We've got a strong domestic business, a small domestic industry, and this is where we can take off for the second curve. So we've come up one curve. It's taken a much longer time than what we should have, but we are at that inflection point. And I think that is what we have to offer to the world. I'm hoping that this time around with this government, we do a much better job of positioning ourselves.
As a nation, what do you think is our greatest weakness?
Implementation. We are lax at implementation. I think we have all the right attitudes, we have right policies, we have the willingness to do, but where I think that we do fail a little bit is the willingness to actually go out and implement it. And when we do get it right, let's look at Satyam, okay? It's a great example where the government decided to move in, decided to act, took this onus upon themselves, made certain, implement certain policies, and followed it up through. And in 3 months' time, we got a solution where 50,000 or 35,000 jobs were saved. We still have a company which is in existence. It has a future. Now that kind of political will or that kind of implementation, we just need to see much more of that.
I want to talk to you a little bit about Satyam, because when the Satyam scam broke, the obvious comparison most people made was to Enron. And you have a great ringside view of Enron because of your time at Anderson. Did you make the comparison between Satyam and Enron?
Yes, I did make a comparison because I was looking at Satyam and saying that I wish we had that kind of purpose, single-minded aim that, yes, we need to solve this. The way that the government had approached the resolution, yes, there were limitations, yes, there were issues, but one always felt when one was doing that mandate that, if there was someone who could just put their foot down and say, I am going to solve it, and I have been given a clear mandate by the leadership that, yes, you are the one who's going to solve it, it could have got solved much more effectively than the final resolution that we got.
Have we seen the last of a Satyam type of scam in this country?
I don't think we should get too defensive about the fact that a Satyam has happened. Every economy has that. You've got America, and then what do they pull out? They pull out a Madoff, and they pull out a Sanderson, and they pulled out an Enron. Free enterprise does mean that there will be some people who are crossing the line. And I don't think that it's reasonable to expect that there is only one Satyam. I think the importance is the response to that.